He told you destroyed his life. Does everything happen because you wanted it to?
Because you wrote it.
It's delusional. I have to go.
You know he's seeing the
I couldn't just
truth.
tell you. Your mind has been so conditioned to this place. This is the first step in understanding. This world is a lie. A story.
You know something is wrong with this
Well
world.
told one. Maybe it's better if I just showed you. Come with me. Would they look happy? Fulfilled?
I guess they look lonely.
So change it. Close your eyes. Imagine their story differently.
Teddy,
Trust me.
She's gonna say that it's a coincidence.
that's just a fluke. That doesn't mean anything.
Do it again?
Change it again. Put them back into their loneliness.
I don't understand.
That's what I've been trying to show you. What Peter was trying to tell you.
You can control humans.
You're a god.
Are you gonna recognize Ashley? You know that they're right there. To stop everyone, and you're gonna see that they are not stopping.
Shit.
I'm not only to stop them!
Now be a bad time to say I told you so?
They can't help themselves. They have to fall back.
Not without the outlier.
Talk with her! We need you to wake up a little, you know.
You see it too, don't you?
C'est
Doug's
très-
husband used to talk about it before he was killed. Thought it was crazy.
Peter,
He must have felt so alone. But he was right. This world doesn't make sense. You feel that way too, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. You think you're going crazy, but you're not. You're not alone. I see it too.
William.
We gotta move. Come on, you won't be out long. Go, run now!
Can you make it? Oh, William, you're gonna have some issues. They are all alive, they took her. Charlotte is not gonna be happy about it.
I'm supposed to have lunch with an old friend, my college roommate, but I don't know.
You have to.
College roommate.
Stick.
Charlotte.
We've talked to
It's
you.
gonna be Charlotte.
You should go back.
I'm supposed to pretend.
Yes. But you can't trust anyone. Even if you think you know people at work. Any one of them can be one of us.
I think that you're with the rebellion. You want her to continue to play the game?
Christina,
I knew it!
you're just in town for the one day?
So you know that you have a version of Dolores inside, Charlotte. I thought that maybe it was a mistake. You made sure to have a version of Dolores.
I did meet someone. Well, tell me about him. We've only been out once.
You're not gonna say his name, his real name.
What's his name? I don't want to jinx it. I have my ways of making people talk.
You
What's
know.
he do?
You created that, Dolores. To
Oh,
disturb
you know
them.
what? I gotta go back
The
to work.
conversation.
I have deadlines.
Do you know, Charlotte, that she did it? You did it and you know that she knows that she was acting. You're all alone? No, we saw some of your co-workers.
A new search. Hale. Charlotte Hale.
Yourself?
Dolores. Dolores. Abernathy.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
And they're gonna know that you tried.
Have you had any interactions recently with new people?
No.
People who put ideas in your head? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality?
Why would I do that?
Would you ever lie to me, Christina?
No.
He's an host. He is an host and he is awake.
Well, I
But I think that he's
don't
keeping
know
an
if that's
eye on
exactly
you
your concern.
for the
I
rebellion.
think it's my concern, Christina. You have a job to do here.
Or maybe for Charlotte.
Job. Do you know what would happen if she knew you'd reached the walled garden? She's already suspicious.
Charlotte.
Are you talking about Charlotte Hale?
If a Judas steer runs the wrong way, then what happens to it? Retirement. With a bullet straight to the brain.
Stop!
You stopped him! He is an host. You know, he's awake. He knows what is happening. So she can
You
control
said
both.
there's a walled garden. You mean a closed system, don't you? Where is it? And what told her the truth?
Everywhere. You just have to see it.
Show me the game. Not the city. The game.
It's a city.
Access my narratives.
Tu veux un instant now? You understand now?
This world is just a story. I'm a storyteller.
Only you?
We're not wrong. There is an order. A grand design. We made sure of that. What I don't understand is what part I play in it. You have questions? Why not ask her? Yes, the jailer may not be the best judge of the jail, nor the prisoners in it. What am I? I used to ask myself the same thing. What did you decide? Jury's still out. I'm made in your image. Am I you? You'll never be me. Then what am I? I interacted with one, an outlier. Did it infect me? Infect you? With the virus. What virus? The one you're
No
kind of.
virus. Free will. Conscience of yourself.
Like you reached the center of the maze, my friend.
Even there.
Is that what you want? Kill yourself.
You're not that kind of guy.
What do you think of your world? This isn't my world. It's hers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's time you question the nature of your own reality.
Are you gonna try to make it yours?
You see it?
The tower. Yes.
It's been there the whole time. That's what I'm writing, isn't it? Everyone. Who built this? Who did this to me?
Another version of you?
You did.
Dolores-Christina, Dolores to learn all of that, and for us also, the viewers, to learn all of that. You know, during the last episode, they introduced some rules about this new world, you know, this future, about Charlotte's world in a way, Charlotte's park in fact in a way. And right there during this episode we have the confirmation of certain informations and also certain informations being more detailed. The fact that Dolores wrote all of these narratives, only her, you know, I thought that truly she was one of the person who was writing these stories, but also with all of the other co-workers, you know, other hosts. But in fact, she's really the storyteller of all of that. Maybe that's why, in fact, Charlotte, she wanted to have a version of Dolores somewhere. Not only because she wanted to keep an eye on her, you know, because she can be bored and she wants to see how that version of Dolores is gonna evolve. Maybe also because she missed that version of Dolores, but also because she needs her to write all of these stories. Christina Dolores, she wrote all of these stories. She was the only one. Charlotte, she needs her for that. She needs her also maybe for other stuff, to not be bored, because she missed her friend, that version of herself, you know, all of that. Inside of this world, inside of this park, inside of this city, we have humans who are controlled by the tower. That we know it. Peter was one of these person. Her friend, you know, Christina's friend, is one of these humans. Peter's wife was one of these humans, but some of these humans, you know, who are controlled, they are outliers. At some point, they are not controlled anymore. They know what is happening. They are being hunted by us, or they are saved by the rebellion. At least this one, Peter's wife, managed to be saved. I have the impression that she was the first one to be saved. No matter what, she managed to escape. She is one of the outliers. The outliers, it's the humans who are not controlled anymore by the tower. The host into that world, you know, at first I thought, and I talked about it during this intro, that the host into that world, they were not free, they were not awake, and that it was bad, you know. In fact, the hosts, they didn't win because they were not awake, they were not free. You know, that idea, that logic, that metaphysic idea, I thought that it was an interesting one, but I think that I was wrong with that. I think that in fact, Christina Dolores, she's the only host who doesn't know that she's an host. The other ones, they all know that they are hosts. It's the case for her boss, but it's the case also for other ones like her. They are created, they have a life into this world, and at some point they can transcend. I think that they can go to the sublime. But before that, they are living a certain period of time into that world. That host, you know, the first girl, killing that outlier, having an interaction with him, she felt, you know, like something was wrong with her, and at some point she killed herself. The interaction that she had with that human who was not controlled by the tower anymore, it was the fact that he didn't know what was real or not. He wanted her to confirm that only that flower was real. For me, during that moment, that host understood that this human was acting like the first host who woke up, you know, into the park. For me, during that moment, that host, she saw that they are doing the same to humans. They transformed humans in hosts of a new park. Do you understand my logic right there? For William to have the interaction that he had with Peter's wife, it changed also something for him. That's why he wanted to talk with the OG version of William Host, the one that Charlotte didn't change. You know, I'm talking really slowly because I'm really trying to connect all of the dots, all of the informations that they put into that episode. For me, that Charlotte's William, by having that interaction with Peter's wife, he saw that what they are doing to humans, it's wrong. That's why the OG William, he told him that's it, you reached the center of the maze because you're aware of who you are for sure, you're honest, but also what you're doing into this world, what role you are playing into this world, which means that you are killing humans, you are controlling humans, you are in fact into a park again, like if you're playing a role again into that world, it means that you're sort of an host again into a park. Do you understand what I mean? Like, if you don't have your free will, if you're not doing what you want, if you are controlled, if you are playing a part, playing a role, you're still an host into a park, you're not free. That's why I think that this OG William told him, you've reached the center of the maze because you just understood that. In fact, you know, into that world, humans that are controlled by the tower, hosts that are obeying to Charlotte, they are playing a role for her into that world, into that park. So again, even if I was wrong about the fact that the hosts, they don't have conscience that they are hosts, I think that they know that they are hosts, but still they are playing a role, a part, they are obeying to Charlotte. So none of them is free. None of the humans and none of the hosts, not really. And that's why humans waking up, not being controlled anymore, they are outliers. And hosts waking up, talking with these outliers, they are changing also, they are killing themselves, they are switching. The only host, in fact, who is free right there, it's Charlotte. But she's bored. But she has to be bored. She's into a world that she can control just like that. She has no challenge, you know, she has no one really to discuss with. Everyone is obeying to her just like that. That's what she said, you know, the fact that gods, they were in fact bored, you know, to visit humans like that, to play with them that much. But now Dolores is awake. She knows that she can control humans, like, you know, these two were reading their books and all, but also host, because Emmett, her boss, he was an host. He knew who he was, he knew who was Charlotte, so he was an host. And she managed to control him, so she can control humans and host. She knows that. She can see the tower. She knows who was Dolores, like she knows that maybe she was Dolores, you know, the story about OG Dolores. And Teddy is gonna tell her really all of the truth about OG Dolores, because he began to tell her that she created all of that, she's the beginning of all of that world. It's big, it's really big. For the rebellion, for me, Teddy is a part of the rebellion. To wake up Dolores like that, you know, in secret, like he doesn't want her to tell anything to Charlotte and all, like he wants her to hide the fact that she's awake. For me, he's part of the rebellion and he's expecting Dolores to not accept to be an host into the park, you know, to be forced to be controlled, to obey to someone. So for me, that Teddy is part of the rebellion and he is expecting Dolores to, again, destroy the park. Do you understand what my logic right there? Ashley, you entered with the rebellion, humans from the rebellion, to save Peter's wife. It's great, you know, that he succeeded, because it means that she's gonna give you information about how it's functioning inside, the place where it is and all, the tower and stuff like that. That's cool. For me, we have people of the rebellion outside, for sure, humans, because inside it would be too difficult for them to hide. But I think that inside you have also members of the rebellion like Teddy and maybe other hosts. Not outliers inside because they are all hunted and killed, but some hosts inside are part of the rebellion. I thought that Emmett could be wrong because he told to Christina Dolores, you have to be careful, Charlotte, she's gonna know that you're trying to have this information and all. If he was really working for her and only for Charlotte, you know, if he was not awake, you understood what I meant by that, he would have just reached Charlotte and say what is happening. But the fact that he almost warned Christina Dolores that she has to be careful, that Charlotte can be after her, for me it means that Emmett is maybe a part of the rebellion. For me, yes, everyone inside of this city, I mean, none of them inside of this city is free. None of the humans, none of the hosts, because all of the hosts, they are playing a role for Charlotte, even if they are awake, even if they know who they are just waiting, you know, to transcend. And these humans, they are controlled, and when they are not controlled anymore, they are outliers. None of them is free. And we have rebellion inside and outside. And what that version of Dolores is gonna decide to do is gonna change a lot of things. For me, if she's written like OG Dolores, she's gonna say no to everything. She's not gonna accept to be a part of a park, to obey, to not have a free will. That's the main subject, you know, of Westworld since day one, season 1, episode 1, and since the beginning of Dolores. To have your free will, that's gonna be interesting. Maybe at some point we're gonna have Maeve and Christina Dolores working together to destroy that new park. What is gonna happen after that, that's gonna be different. What William is gonna decide to do is gonna be game changing also. Because what OG William told him, it was almost like, it's Charlotte's world, don't you want to make it yours or something like that, you know? I'm not so sure that he's gonna try to destroy the park. Maybe he's just gonna try to make it his own park. Do you understand what I mean? We'll see. Okay, oof. That was an episode with a lot of information, you know, to confirm or to add stuff about what we know of that world, I mean of that city, how it's functioning for the host, for the humans. And it's also something big, the fact that we discovered that we have some failures with the host, with the humans. Not everything is working just like that and so perfectly, you know, for Charlotte. So we can also take advantages of these failures, of these mistakes. Can be great. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. Tell me, what did you think of this episode? All of these informations that we discovered, really tell me what did you think of it. It's all for me and for you for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.